Mudfest. There it is. Oh, you love a good trail shoe when it's got a lot of mud on it. All right, there it is. And this is a good trail shoe right there. Shh, everybody. We're not done yet. Yes, we are in the final taper for Jersey City Half Marathon this upcoming weekend in New Jersey. Oh yeah, group run details on your screen right now. We're official. Central Park, 9 a.m., Tavern on the Green. All right, there it is, 9 a.m. This Saturday, 9 a.m. If you're watching this when this publishes. So don't forget to invite your friends, and we're going to have a good old time. 3-mile shakeout for Jersey City Half Marathon. But even though I'm training for a road race right now, I could not resist taking out a trail shoe into the mud. All right, the Ultra Glide 3. I don't think it's quite available yet down below from Running Warehouse, but if it is, I will link to it. Go check the description down below. Bizarre. Let's just get to the title of the vlog. The most bizarre. So why is it a bizarre running shoe? We're going to start, instead of on the upper, we're going to start on the bottom. And yes, question of the day. What is going to be your first trail race of 2020, spring 2025? What is going to be your first trail race of spring 2025? And I got to give a shout out to Amber, who's a member of the channel. Amber's been with us for a long, long time. Just completed a 50K epic run last weekend. So congrats, Amber, on your epic work up there in Wisconsin. Okay, so here we go. The outsole. It's just bizarre. Think golfers. Who's a golfer? Raise your hand down in the comments. When you pop, okay, I don't golf. I golf like once every 10 years. But when you hit the ball really high, the golf ball, and then it comes, almost straight down onto the green, and you leave it's not a divot, I don't think, but you leave basically a hole in the green. That's what the bottom of this outsole looks like. And I've never seen that before in any shoe, road or trail, and it's just fascinating. And so Salomon, it looks like the moon. It looks like the lunar, like the landscape of the moon, just divots. I'm gonna call them divots. I don't think they're quite called divots, but 1, 2, 3, 3.5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, kind of like 8 divots on the bottom. And listen, I was in mud, I was in rock, I was all over the place testing the shoe over the last, 2 to 3 weeks, actually almost a month. And I didn't really understand. I don't know. I think I'm just a little perplexed and bizarre. That's why I put it in the title, bizarre. What's the idea and the philosophy? If I can find more information, I was searching the intrawebs for that before hitting record on the camera, and I couldn't really get a clear explanation. But anyway, it's a unique outsole. But in the mud, like the 4mm lugs, and yes, we'll put some more information on the screen right now. All right, there's some stats on the Salomon Ultra Glide 3. Soak those in. So 4mm lugs, so not overly aggressive, but they did quite well in the mud. And maybe it's a combo of the lugs with this unique outsole pattern. I don't know. My first impression of the shoe, again, I think it was about a month ago, it was the same thing. I just was looking at the outsole and I was like, what is going on here? So overall, I wasn't slipping in the mud, which is a good thing. And yeah, all right, here we go. Midsole. Really, it's this guy. So I'm not an ultra runner. I like ultra running. I like running 25, 30, 35 miles. I don't often get to do it in my training. That's what this shoe is for. So I don't think this is a shoe that's gonna be perfect for me because a lot of my runs, especially in the summertime, I'm going up aggressive mountains here in Colorado, but I think that shoe is I wouldn't take this shoe up a 14,000 foot mountain. That's just the easy way to say it. This is a good undulating hills, not steep mountain shoe. It's a little too bulky in the midsole. Now the midsole ride felt great, I'm telling you. And here's the weight on your screen right now. That's with all the mud on the shoe, so probably take about a half an ounce off. I couldn't get all the mud off before putting it on the scale, but supportive. I would love to I just don't always get a chance. Does that make sense? So who's it best for? Just think about like what kind of mileage are you shooting for? Like if you're doing a 50K this summer, I would 100% put this in the rotation as a possibility for your 50K race. For a 15, even 20-mile race, I would maybe look at something else. For me personally, especially, like, it's just a little too much midsole understep. But when you get to that 25, 30-mile, 35-mile distance, and you're just like out there for hours and hours and hours, I could see this midsole doing great. All right, so I really enjoyed it. Felt stable. No issues with like feeling like I was too high on a platform that's too high. Even though there's a lot of midsole under there, I didn't feel like I was gonna roll my ankle out there on the trails, okay? So, pleased with the midsole. The upper. It actually is the best part. I'm just gonna say it. It's the best part. Like, it's a bear hug in a good way. It just hugs. So it's a full gusset, classic Salomon upper, but it feels better than even previous Ultra Glides. I've tested all the other two, 1 and 2, and this one feels even more secure, better lockdown, which is good in mud, over the top of the foot. All right, so I love the upper. Now, okay, I'm just thinking here. Hold on. Interesting. I didn't have an issue with the heel counter. Again, if you're out there for 4, 5, 6 hours, I could potentially see some people wanting a little more plushness, a little more cush at the back of, in the heel counter. I could see that. But for me, again, my distances that I run usually, it was perfect. All right? This classic Salomon lockdown with the lacing system. I'm good, everybody. I would absolutely pick this shoe up again, especially for, and even, I don't know, like this summer, I'm sure my brother and I will get out for some big, long adventures where it's, 5, 6, 7 hours, but that happens for me, once a summer, maybe twice a summer, just because I'm not able to do that as often. But this will be an option for me when I do that this summer with my brother. All right, onward we go. Question of the day, already asked it. Comment of the day, being pulled from, yes, I know, making another plug, memberships. Join up. It's a fun time, especially if you can get into the Discord. Okay, let me know. Email me. All right, Justin said a couple days ago, he's been a member. Justin, thank you for 53 months. Justin, you're amazing. I can't believe it's been 53 months. He's not really on Discord, Justin. I'm gonna reel you in. Yes, I am. But I support because I appreciate the grind and the mission. That's it. That's it. Justin, thank you for being a member of the channel for 53 months. How it's 48, 12, 24. Oh my, where does the time go? Oh my goodness, that's amazing, Justin. So thank you so much. And if you want to come into Discord, I'll put the instruction on the screen right now. There it is once again. But we have a good time, and we talk about trail shoes. We talk about ultra running. We talk about training blocks connected to trail shoes. We talk about UTMB. We talk about the Barkley Marathons. We talk about Western States. We talk about all of it. It's so fun. So anyway, join Discord. I really would encourage you if you're looking for more community within the running world. If you are, that's a place to be. All right, on where we go, we'll toss it to another Ultra Glide from yesteryear right there. All right, seek beauty, work hard, and love each other. See you tomorrow.